Here's a question that has been puzzling ichthyologists for centuries. Who would win in a fight, the bull shark or the neon tetra? Now, I'm sure you're thinking to yourself that the bull shark, being an apex predator that's responsible for a number of human fatalities, and is one of the only sharks that can swim into fresh water, the neon tetra's natural habitat, might have a enormous advantage over the tiny fish. But I would like you to hear me out. What if we gave the neon tetra a hand grenade?
So, me and the boys are out fishing, and I decided to ask my friend what the weirdest fish he's ever caught was. And he told me it was a fur-bearing trout. Now, I had no idea what a fur-bearing trout was, but he told me it's quite self-explanatory. A fur-bearing trout is a trout that grows a thick, fluffy white coat of fur. And he told me that many people think that this fish evolved this fur in response to cold temperatures, but it actually comes from a time before the Environmental Protection Agency, when people would just dump hair growth formula into a remote river in Colorado. And to this day, the trout in that river grow a thick white coat of fur. And I said, wow, that's quite interesting, because the weirdest fish I've ever caught was a flounder. Now that you've had your fill of Shark Week, it's time for GOBY Week. Tune in for 5 days of GOBY madness. On Monday, we will reveal every species of goby in a 12-hour marathon premiere. On Tuesday, it's Mystery Goby. Can our team of experts identify this goby before time runs out? On Wednesday, it's Monster Goby Wednesday. This goby is even larger than scientists could have ever imagined. On Thursday, a team of biologists hunts for gobies in the Gobi Desert. On Friday, killer gobies. Meet the man whose entire family was killed by a single goby. So block out your calendar and shut yourself away from society, because it's GOBY Week. So most of the time fish are found in rivers, lakes, and oceans, but sometimes a fish finds itself in a cave. Now, a cave is not a great place to be because there's no light, there's no food, and it's very cold. So in order to adapt to this new environment, the fish will get smaller, lose its eyes, and lose its pigmentation. Now, this can lead to some very fascinating and cool-looking fish, and they're just evolutionarily very interesting. But honestly, I feel bad for them. They don't have any eyes, and they can't see how cool they are. Luckily, science has a solution to this problem. Recent advances in technology might allow us to give cave fish their eyes again. So recently, many people have been calling me the Nostradamus of fish. I really have no idea why, but that means it's time to make 5 predictions about fish in 2023. Prediction number 1. The Chinese paddlefish is going to be rediscovered. Now, I believe the Chinese paddlefish was only declared extinct a few years ago, so I think it's time for a comeback. Prediction number 2. Damselfish? They're going to go extinct. Why? I think we all know this. It's karma. Prediction number 3. You're going to befriend a carp this year. Any carp, could be any carp. It's going to be your friend. Get ready. Prediction number 4. The Devil's Hole pupfish is going to become invasive to the Great Lakes. The Great Lakes have many invasive species already, so I see no reason why this wouldn't happen. Prediction number 5. A gulper eel the size of Texas. So the other day, I asked my ichthyologist friend how I could make money from fish. And he told me that there's a really simple and easy way to get guaranteed income from our underwater friends. So I today am going to share this crazy hack with you to make millions, if not billions of dollars from fish. So all you have to do is ask every single fish in the world for $1. Now, you might be thinking that most fish probably don't have that much money, but if just 1% of the fish you ask in the world give you $1, you will be among the richest people on the planet. Now, I also told my ichthyologist friend that I'm a little bit socially awkward, so asking every single fish on the planet for money might get a little stressful for me. And he told me, don't worry about it. All you have to do is ask one fish for $1, right? That's simple. Anybody could do that. When that fish gives you $1, right? You tell that fish, look, I know you've made a loss on this, giving me $1. So why don't you ask 2 of your fish friends, also for $1. Now you've got $2, making $1 profit. Now all I'm asking is for 50 cents of those $2, right? You've still made a profit, and I get to keep my lights on, right? So now those 2 fish that you ask, you also ask them to ask 2 of their friends to give $1 as well, just to sort of keep the money moving on up, right? And so you're going to make a lot of money. I'm going to make some money too. And then eventually we'll have asked every single fish in the world for $1. Well, you only have to ask one fish. It just happens automatically, right? And everybody has profited essentially. So that's just one way that you could make money from fish. This video is sponsored by FISHE. Yes, you heard that right, FISHE. Now I know what you're thinking, I've sold out and now I'm in the pocket of big fish. That doesn't sound right. But hear me out. Every week in the mail, I get a wad of soggy $2 bills, and the only thing I have to do to keep that happening is make videos about how cool fish can be. And that's very easy because fish are very, very cool. There are fish that can climb up waterfalls. There are fish that make sandcastles on the bottom of the ocean. And there are fish that live only in a single hole in the ground in the middle of the desert. So fish are very, very cool. And this is just an easy way for me to do what I love while making a little money on the side. Now, it isn't all sunshine and roses. The fish, they have very strict deadlines for these videos, and if I don't meet them, they will send me threatening emails. And even one time, I looked out the peephole in my door, and there were 5 angry carp standing outside. But I think that if you like fish, you'll like this channel, so consider subscribing for more fish. Have you ever been watching something and thought to yourself, how would I react to this if I was an ichthyologist? Well, my friend, I have had the exact same thought. So, the other day, I sat down with one of my ichthyologist friends, and we, for 1 billion years, watched as the sun expanded, heated the earth, and boiled away all the oceans. I personally wanted my friend's take on this because she has dedicated her life to studying fish, which are famously reliant on water. After she recovered from the immense grief that comes with the passage of vast stretches of time, she turned to me and said, "Oh my God, everything I loved about this world is gone. Fish are now relegated to the annals of history, and honestly, that breaks my heart in a way that I cannot explain." Then she paused for a moment before saying, "And I'm also out of a job." Anyways, what do you think we should react to next week? I'm very interested to see your suggestions in the comments below. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe for more fish.